I think, gentlemen, so far as I've been able to keep tag, as they say, of these proceedings, we now have to play Symphony 100.
Military.
The military symphony. Now, the military gentlemen are over there. Now, what have you got? What have you brought along with you? Give an account of yourself. What are you playing?
I play the triangle.
Triangle. What are you playing? What?
Simple, basic.
Is there a side drum?
No.
Not in this piece at all? Not a pity. No other percussion instruments?
No.
Very remiss of Haydn, having taken the trouble to write a military symphony, limits himself to 3 percussionists. Well, we must do something about it, I think, before we finish with it. Anyway, we'll hear it and see what it sounds like. Right. We've got 40 years. La 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 la. La 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 la. Right. This is all right. Very gallant. Very one. Real jig. Go on.
He's ready to go.
Oh, yes. Come on. You're just falling asleep. Right. It's about a tenth of a week for just for very little. Wind mic completely out the end. What? Little. That part I had to put the wind mic completely out. Closed it completely. Well, that's quite right. It's quite right. It's a good balance. It's chanting well, isn't it? Well, I'll do the whole
Anybody
movie.
got any noisy chairs? Please give them up and change them because it's simply awful. Anybody got a noisy chair? Change it.
See how delicate that music is?
Yes.
Squeaking chairs, nothing terrible.
Do I squeak?
Mine's all right now.
When you lean forward. What? Only when you lean forward, sometimes.
Oh, like that?
Yes, that.
Well, I won't lean forward.
That's a danger.
It's very simple. The opening of the allegro, well, the first violins only matter. If they'll make the dotted notes, they're not quite so dotted. Let's try it alone now too well. We're never quite together on those four notes. That's it. That's right. That's right now.
Sir Thomas, excuse me. I think it would help in that second bar if we cut our D short so that E natural came, so that we didn't cover the E natural.
Well, then I have to do it in all. I have to do the second bar. I have to do the second in the violas and the cello, the basses.
Make it a minimum.
Instead of what is it? Dotted minimum.
Dotted minimum. Make it a minimum.
Have you got that?
We've got squeaks on the record coming from your seat.
Oh, is it mine?
We're going to change. We've set one upstairs.
Making a minimum.
When you're finished.
Well, that's up to Sir Thomas, but I think
Right.
it wouldn't cover up the
Second bar.
Let's try it.
We'll try a minim instead of a dotted minim, and the same thing with the basses. See how that helps. Thank you, Mr. Dane. We'll try that. Just try this up. All right, sending over about it. When a few other points, letter A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The ninth bar, 9th, 11th, 12th, just a little more swagger from horns and trumpets. Just those 4 bars. It helps. It brightens the thing up a bit, you know. Look at B, we have the same thing. I haven't marked anything there, have I? I better mark it for you. That pen of yours isn't really convincing, isn't it? Yes. That's all right. It ought to be so that that's all right. Does it come again? Come somewhere. We better take the old treatment. They've been altered that time. That's not so bad. Now, if you please, letter B. Well, that's what I've just marked, so that ought to be all right. 9 bars before C. This C sharp marked fortissimo, and the following D sharp as heavily accentuated if you can. Raw, dear. That will help that passage too. Before D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to hear this passage.
Before D.
6 bars before D. I may have to mark up the flute and oboe a little. Don't play it for
D in the first move.
just now 6 bars before D, if you please. It ought to be la la la. Yeah, it ought to come down again. La 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 la. Ta 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 ta. Each time. Yes, that's why I'm not hearing it so well. Just once again before D. La 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 la. Then come down. Right. Something fused or blew up outside there. I think it was that, what is not the streptococcic, what do they call it? The stereo what?
Stereophonic.
Not streptococcic. Well, anyway, whatever. It fused. Did it blow up anybody?
Oh, I don't think so.
No, it didn't blow up. Failure. Doesn't fulfilling it. We'll do this minuet again. Went so well.
Some rain that can be heard on the roof. Could you ask the orchestra to be quiet?
The rain.
Yes, we want to listen if you can hear the rain.
Oh, gentlemen.
Quite quiet, everybody, please, but just one moment. Yes, we can hear the rain. The minuet, the trio will be affected, you see. We just have to wait a moment, I think.
You have to wait until the rain stops.
Then I'll stop till next week.
But in the quiet passage, it might be
Very effective. It can be very effective. I made a most exceptional record once. It was in the town hall, city hall of Leeds Festival. I was playing the Tempest music of Sibelius. And I got to the Tempest, and then was the thunderstorm. And they recorded this. It was quite remarkable. Rumbling, thunder, everything. Still about somewhere. What about drinks all round? Put it up to them.
We pay extra money for thunderstorms.
Where is it? A very old gentleman whom I hadn't seen for a long time met me the other day. He said, you know, as far back as 1910, I went to a rehearsal. I was taken to a rehearsal of yours in Covent Garden at Salome. And I remember so well that at a certain moment you stopped and you said, where is the prophet? And I've been wondering all this time whether you were referring to somebody on the stage or the financial condition of the company. Now, which was it? I said both. Tell them we like this.
I ordered it.
Suits us, this.
Oh, it's coming fresh air coming in. Cooling down.
I am in a very awkward dilemma. I'd like a little advice. I went to the cup final, and before I went to the cup final, I indiscreetly let it be known that my sympathies were Manchester United. and of course Bolton honours one. On the day of well, I received a letter from Bolton reminding me that I was the chairman. Not only of the musical society, but of the football. So what do you do? How do you get out of that? Both Lancashire teams. I think I divided my heart and mind. The intellectual and better part of me, of course, was with Bolton, and my compassionate sympathies were naturally with Lancashire. How does that go? Do you think it'll go down?
Freddie, was the second goal a foul?
No. Oh, it was a real goal. How's the time going, by the way? Is there anything we ought to rehearse?
Is anything nasty? Nothing here.
Not that I want to rehearse. I'm all against rehearsing. It's tedious and unnecessary affair. After a very long experience, I've discovered that the only way to have a really living and vital performance is not to rehearse it. That everyone will be struggling hard with the music. And that makes a great tension, you see. I assure you it affects the public in that way. They don't know what's going on, but they feel there's something unusual. But I've always laid it down as a golden rule. There are only two things requisite, so far as the public is concerned, for a good performance. That is, for the orchestra to begin together and end together. In between, it doesn't matter much. Now, there's the weather prophet. Are you the weather prophet? What do you think that means? You're going to turn out the lights now. Why not? Let me just hear a bit of it. So I was thinking of that expression. I may tell you that many years ago, a strange-looking man came to me and said, "Sir, we are going to put on the screen." I don't think he said the screen. I think he called it the film. On the film, to a private view of Goethe's house and music. Small room. I sat down, watched with amazement and listened with consternation. We came to the scene of Margaret and Faust. The guard had occupied about 40 seconds. He said to me, "This is where we must have the jewel song." I said, "But it takes 8 minutes, what you call the jewel song." And his face fell. He said, "Oh, couldn't we have a bit of it?" I then retired from the scene. I had an important engagement somewhere else. You have a bit of it. All right, let's have a bit of this. I'm going to have a go straightway at one of the highlights in this opera, which is the song of Osmin in the last act. And we got a piccolo. We're going to play the damn piccolo. Where's Mr. Jack? Oh, there he is. Right, we'll come in later. One piccolo, two oboes, two clarinets, two bassoons, many horns as there are, and straight. Terrific act.
Hüpfen will ich, lachen, springen und ein Freudenliedchen singen, denn nun hab ich vor euch Ruhe, denn nun hab ich vor euch
Ruhe. That's more or less. More or less. Right, now we do this again. Very important. Where's that piccolo? Come right here forward. Come on. Right under the microphone and blow into it at your life. I've not heard him yet. I know he can play the instrument. I've no ocular evidence. Ready? Now then, what stratosphere or substance are you playing in the piccolo? Has anyone interfered with you? No, I don't think so. Well, would you like playing? It's not audible as it should be. I admit that I hear something. If it weren't there, I should... But it isn't audible, what I call audible, playable, not recordable. Now then, I hope I'm making myself clear. From the beginning. Right. Good healthy whack. By the way, it's impossible to have that red thing, but I can see it without breaking my neck like Mr. Thomas. Come on, red light. Come on. Don't be bashful. We've seen you in different circumstances. I do mean what they think I mean.
Führen, und die Hälse schnüren zu, und die Hälse schnüren zu, und die Hälse schnüren zu, hüpfen will ich, lachen, springen, und ein Freudenliedchen singen, denn nun hab ich vor euch Ruhe.
to get it right, you know. There's always some meticulous, pernickety bloke who listens to the record and will write me angry letters. I should then have to pass it on to the horn section. Now then, if you please, the only other place is where the basso goes down to an abnormally low note, 152. I don't know where it, I think it's now, just that's what I want, yes. It's very low E. You must get the pianissimo after the accent. I want the accent. Now, I wonder if you would be good enough to play just on from there, on the 13th and 14th bar, as much diminuendo as you can, and the 15th bar, I think we'll have to have about half the strings until the next tempo. It's that low D, you know. Would you mind doing it after the pause so that I can see what the amount of tone is required? Just maybe hear that up. Not loud, please. That's it. No accent. Also diminuendo. Half. Thank you. Wonderful now. Great. Pause. Right. Now, I'm quite sure that we're all ready to... Right, no. All right.
Can the bassophones go?
What?
Can the bassophones go?
Don't you play in this? You play the clarinet, don't you, in this? Yes. All right, yes. Two flutes, two clarinets, two faggots, two corns and strings. 68. And then the second violins and violas, cellos and basses have da 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 da. Just a little accent on the crotchet. Da da, very staccato. Da 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 da. Da dick da dick da da. Just a little. And then when you come to bar 94 in tempo, you might accent a little the minim F, the tied minim, and the G. La la la, la da da da. We want to be a bit careful at bar 135. I want here the strings to be very light indeed. In fact, I'd like to hear them, if you don't mind. 135. As staccato and as light as you can make it, because I want to hear the wind, and I'm not hearing it. So make it pianissimo staccato, if you please. 135 now. Just the accent. You leave the noise to them following. Don't enjoy it. It's not free for all, you know. Now, please, when you come to the 6/8, I just want to hear this. Tick, tack, bump, 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 and then oboes, bassoons, violins, tick, tick, dum, da 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 dum. I want to hear that, please, just to succeed. I marked it in the oboes and bassoons. At least it comes later, your part.
Ihr kriegt die Schwere, sonst ohne Gnade, die Bastonade, noch habt ihr Zeit, noch habt ihr Zeit.
Es ist kein Zweifel, ihr seid von Sinnen, welch ein Betragen auf meine Fragen, sei doch Bescheid, sei doch Bescheid.
Schert euch zum Teufel,
es ist kein Zweifel, ihr seid von Sinnen,
sonst ohne Gnade, die Bastonade, noch habt ihr Zeit, noch habt ihr Zeit. Schert zum Teufel, ihr kriegt die Schwere, sonst ohne Gnade, die Bastonade, noch habt ihr Zeit, noch habt ihr Zeit. Bescheid, noch habt ihr Zeit, noch habt ihr Zeit, noch habt ihr Zeit, noch habt ihr
I once, many years ago, taking part in a performance of the Dream of Gerontius. I don't often do that sort of thing. You remember the place where there's a great crescendo, and then the tenor jumps up and says, "Take me away." It was already about 11:15, and the heavy instruments had to go somewhere. At that moment, 4 ruffianly-looking gentlemen rushed onto the platform, seized the big drum and the cymbals, and disappeared. Take me away. Now let me hear the sound of it. We're finished. When do we go on?
6:30. Come and have your veal and ham pie.
That's the way I'm treated.
Put it in the back room. Not even a beer. Marvin J. Poor
1
devil.
hour. Now we'll have a go at this. At the very end, there's a hell of a round. Is that clear? All right, let me try it then. There ought to be cymbals and drums and other queer things going on. Where are the percussion? Come on! Oh, just a minute. But I've got a cymbals and a little, and a big drum and a little drum and all the other damn drums. The last 3 bars of number 4. 4 in the bar. 1, 2. I must tell you, many years ago, when I told the gallery to shut up in the middle of the opera, there was no applause for 3 weeks afterwards. And the Italian tenors all wanted to go home because they couldn't get a hand for anything. And some man wrote to me one day and said, "Sir, this is most depressing. Can't you put an end to it? The other night I distinctly heard an H dropped." Now I'll just play me the opening bars here. Take the A flat version and put it up half a tone. It's 8 in the bar. Let's see if we can accomplish this involved feat.
A major.
Don't try to transpose from the B flat version. I know what happens. If you've got the A flat version, put it up half a tone. Provides no difference. You kindly begin it, let me see what happens. It's very romantic and sentimental and wistful. Sounds like a post-mortem in the cup final. Now diminuendo. Now the melody. Diminuendo along the line. Right, now the vaudeville. You start off then. Now, kindly look at number 21 printed. Vaudeville, finale. That's one. It's very charming, affectionate and tender. I mean, not to be regarded as something like a football. I will tell this story. So I used to go on a charabanc with 40 other people to Blackpool. So we passed along, you know. The first thing that happened was something that's got into print since then. There was a guy saying, now on my right, on my left, so and so. Then he said, we're now passing the oldest public house in Lancashire. This has got into Punch. Somebody at the back said, why? Yes. There's a better one than that. We went down a hill, terrific place. The high wheels, an old lady, absolutely terrified, holding on. And the conductor said to me, some speed. And she said, aye, that I have for one. True story. I made it up. Now then, this vaudeville. Very nice, I think that. Gee, that I have for one. Right.